how can I help my friend give up drinking?
You can't.
It's very difficult to convince someone to do something that they don't see the point in.
We cannot change other people. It's just a fact of life.
The first thing is, if that person doesn't want to give up drinking, there's nothing you can do to help them.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're a really good friend, you know, you'd have a good understanding of kind of like what's going on in their lives. You'd have walked a journey with them, and you'd probably be in a position to be able to ask them and try and just find out, you know, what's going on in the background, what it is the source, or what's the cause of the drinking.
Drinking for a lot of people when they get addicted is usually a coping mechanism. It's something they do to relieve the pain. Drinking something excessively is damaging to your health.
And quite often there's always a thing that prompts this, whether that's, you know, something lacking in their own lives or a circumstance or so on. So yeah, and then once you get behind the issue with the drink, you know, maybe that's some areas then you'll find where you can help them.
And it puts you in situations that you shouldn't be in, and you're not in control of yourself.
If they're a close friend who you would maybe go out with and spend some time with, I think you can actually maybe take the initiative. You could invite them to your place and kind of set the environment for a good evening, and that doesn't involve alcohol.
When you're with them, maybe you live by example. Like, don't drink when you're around them. Like, having the odd drink even might just be like encouraging them to have that drink as well.
And show them that it is possible to have a good time. It is possible to have a laugh and be with friends without the need for drink.
And you know, that upsets God. It upsets people around you, your family, your friends who care about you.
As a consequence of that behaviour, I think people who do drink excessively end up losing their friends anyway.
My suggestion is that sometimes by taking things away from people who are addictive, that helps them to start to come to terms and start to realise, you know what, maybe I do have a problem, because all the people that used to be around me are starting to draw away from me.
Sometimes when people lose all their friends, it really makes them think, and it becomes the catalyst for them to go and seek help.
After a certain amount of time, when someone consistently continues to do the same wrong thing, the best way is to just, you know, move apart enough so that they make them enough mistakes, unfortunately, so they get to what we say, the end of their tether, the end of the road for them in terms of that addiction.
Sometimes a person needs to realise for themselves that they need to change.
And most importantly, don't beat yourself up about the fact that you can't change someone else.
And if they do want to stop, but they're really struggling, I mean, only God is the only one who can help them with that.
The thing is that we, with God on our side, are never powerless.
They need to go and they need to pray to God and ask for help, because God is the only one who can help you stop completely.
And God can become part of your friend's life in ways that you could never understand. And God has the answers.